Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. As you may or may not be aware, IGN has announced that Destiny 2 will be their featured game during IGN First in the month of July. IGN First is where they take a much deeper dive into certain games over the course of several spotlight articles and videos, and that means that we're about to learn much more about this game. IGN will be revealing a topic every single day this month, and in fact their coverage actually starts today. I'll leave a link in the description for their IGN First hub so you can check it out as soon as it's up. So what exactly can we expect to see during this month's reveals? Let's jump in and find out. First up, some of you are asking if my ENGRAMS shirt is still available, and the answer is yes, and yes, I do ship internationally. Although I do have limited quantities left, and I don't know when I'll be reprinting this particular design, so if you want the shirt, grab it while you can. My next shirt will be a new channel shirt featuring my logo, and I know a lot of you were hoping that this would be the first shirt that I made, but you'll be happy to know that I'll be starting the campaign for this shirt in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, moving on to the news that will pretty much be defining the next month's topics of discussion here on the channel, and that is the announcement from IGN that Destiny 2 will be featured during July's IGN First. Every day we'll be focusing on a different topic, and here is their full schedule. The first topic is today, July 5th, exploring the farm social space. July 6th will be Bungie's vision for Destiny 2. On the 7th, we have our first impressions, meaning IGN's first impressions on presumably what's going on July 6th, and then we have July 10th PvP reveal, July 11th developing the story for Destiny 2, July 12th a closer look at the Sentinel Titan, July 13th PvP reveal, July 14th the sounds of Destiny 2, July 18th the Destiny 2 beta live, and of course this is the day that the PlayStation 4 Early Access beta will be going live. July 19th will be a closer look at combatants, and it seems like this might be the first hints at them renaming that group since they are moving away from the term Darkness. July 20th is the peripherals, most likely referring to the PC. July 21st is localization, which will be pretty important since this is a worldwide release. July 24th is a destination explored. July 25th will be PvP reveal again. July 26th is creating an exotic, and July 28th is Ask Bungie Anything. Very interesting indeed. So you can see this month will be chock full of Destiny 2 info. Now, there are a few of these topics I wanted to call out specifically as very interesting, and that starts with today's focus, which will be on Destiny 2's new social space, the farm. You can expect the farm to be very similar to the tower in the way it functions. This is where you will find vendors, vaults, and of course, the Cryptarch. A buddy of mine and a fellow YouTuber, XHOUNDISHx, put together a great video on the farm. He pointed out some really interesting details that even I missed during the gameplay reveal footage, things like massive tanks and the Vanguard mentors being spotted there. So if you're like me and you cannot wait for this article to drop and you want to wet your beak a little bit on the farm, definitely check out that video. I'll leave a link down below. But this is definitely one of those aspects of the game that I'm most interested to learn about because it will no doubtedly have to touch on topics like how the vendors work, how the progression of the campaign might affect the endgame, and maybe how the economy of the game is set up. And it goes without saying that you can expect me to dive deep into the details we learn right here on the channel. Moving on to the other interesting thing in the list is the 3 separate PvP reveals on the 10th, the 13th, and the 25th. We still don't know anything about the other mysterious Crucible game mode that is yet to be announced other than Countdown. There is also the new Trials mode, rumored to be called Trials of the Nine, that is still a complete mystery, so these reveals could be on those topics. Deej also stated a couple weeks ago in one of the blogs that the Iron Banner will return in unexpected ways in Destiny 2, so that could be one of those reveals. Another interesting topic will be their closer look at the new Sentinel subclass. Maybe we'll see how the Ward of Dawn override works exactly. And curiously missing from all of this is still a closer look at the new Voidwalker. Maybe they'll slip it in at some point, or perhaps we really will have to wait until the beta to just explore it for ourselves. The next interesting focus I want to point out is a destination explored. Looks like we will finally get to see what it's like to have boots down on one of the destinations. Hopefully we will see how the map functions in real time, as well as maybe exploring an adventure or maybe even a lost sector. It would be cool to see an example of how all of these really work, since we will likely not have the ability to access patrols or larger parts of the destinations during the beta. Finally, I'm very excited to see creating an exotic on the 25th. I'm always fascinated to see where the ideas for the different exotics stem from, and it would be really cool to see the process of designing one from start to finish. I'm a huge concept art and behind the scenes junkie, so I'll be looking forward to that. Otherwise, yeah, this is what you can look forward to on the channel throughout July. I'm going to be building my new gaming and streaming PC over the coming week, so if all goes well, I should be starting to live stream over on my Twitch channel. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you can visit twitch.tv/futurefoe, follow me and turn on notifications there so you'll be alerted to when I go live. Anyways, which of these days has you the most excited? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. Sorta makes it sound like the raid will be taking place on Earth. In fact, I believe the raid may in fact take place in the last city. In Destiny 2, Bungie wants us to get a real sense of what we're fighting for, and what better way to do that than to have us fight the ultimate challenge in that space.